Hello, online crew. I hope you're doing really well today. Whatever part of the day it is for you. It could be morning, afternoon, evening, early hours of the morning, whatever part of the world it is for you at the moment. I hope you're having a great day. So let's talk about your potential. Are you reaching your full potential? Do you know that most people will not reach their full potential? And do you know why that is? Do you know the reason for that? No? Yes? Maybe? That's what we're going to discuss today. Now, has anyone said hello to me? I can't believe this. Is Facebook really going to do this to me again? Are you really not going to let me see comments again, Facebook? Just take my little bunny. I sort of forgot I had it there for a minute. Hello, everyone. How are you going? I think Facebook's done it again. Yeah, isn't that surprising? I couldn't get your comments on the weekend, and here we are again, not being able to see them again. Facebook, why do you do this to me? So you'll have to send me some likes and loves, and we'll play Pick the Head, guys. So hello, Vivi. I can see your head there. How are you? Hello, Rob. How are you going? I can see your heads. Who else has head? Sean, how are you, Sean? I can pick heads. That's the best I can do. Although I do have my trusty backup. I just charged it up because the battery was running a bit low. So I can beat you, Facebook. I can play this game too. So I'm just gonna quickly go to my Facebook here. Not having a good run with this at the moment, guys, am I? Is that Sandrine's head there? Hello, Sandrine's head. So right, we're live. So there's some comments. I can see some comments. This is ridiculous. I'll just turn it down. We just do what we need to do. So we've got Vivi, we've got Rob, we've got Sean, we've got Sandrine. Hey, Sal, how are you? We've got Patricia. Good morning, Patricia, in her part of the world. Facebook not being nice to us. Not me. If you've watched a few of my lives, more often than not, it seems lately that I can't get comments. I'm not sure why that is. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's why my little trusty backup phone, at least I can see your comments. Oh, we've got Sherry. Hi, Sherry. How are you? So yeah, we just do the best that we can with what we've got. But awesome to see you all jumping on. If anyone's watching the replay, just put the replay down below so I can say hello to you afterwards. So still interact with me, guys. I can see your comments, and I'll go back after the live as well. For anyone new to my lives, please put the word new down below. Let me know if you've not met before. My name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain, and we have the most awesome community here of online business builders, so people in like with a small business, entrepreneurial business, network marketing, direct sales, MLM, those kind of businesses. And we are learning to leverage social media with modern strategies to build our business online instead of old school traditional there's another one, Sean, for the dictionary. Strategies to build our business. So when our businesses are all rocking and we're doing really well, we can get on the SS Martin all together. This is our goal here with our online community, that we're going to all meet up in person on the SS Martin, hopefully in 2020, because the online world is amazing in making us, have the ability to connect with like-minded people around the world. So it's absolutely amazing. But we often don't get to meet in person. So that's our goal. If you're coming with me on the SS Martin sometime in 2020, put me down below that you're part of our community here. And we do have, like you see, there's a big palm tree behind me. So we're going to get on this cruise ship and sail around palm trees, but put the palm tree emoji down below. If you're part of my free Facebook group community, put the fish down below. So that's social media strategies for home business owners if you're not part of that community. And if you're part of my private coaching community, put the cruise ship down below as well. Let me know where you are connected to me. So Sean, you're coming on the cruise ship with me. Yay! Yay! Awesome. So what I do with my trainings, I go live 5 days a week at this same time, 5 days a week. So make sure your notifications are set on. You can click the 3 buttons if you're on a mobile phone on the top right-hand corner. It'll pull up a menu at the bottom and turn your notifications on so you get notified when I go live. So at the beginning of every week, I will talk about something to do with personal development, mindset, personal growth, something to help you be a better version of yourself. At the end of the week, I do a social media tip, which is something, that you can implement in your business, or a cool tip to do with, what's going on in that particular week to do with social media. And then the rest of the week is all training. So here we are at the beginning of the week, and I'm talking about your potential. So are you tapping into your potential? Are you reaching your potential? How do you really reach your potential? And what is it that stops people really reaching their potential? So I want to hone in this because most people are not achieving really what they want to achieve. They don't get to their goals. They had a vision of what they want to achieve, but they often don't get there. So why do you think that is, guys? Why do people not achieve what they want to achieve? Why isn't it easy for us to just have a dream and go, I want to get there, and just get yourself there? What's the reason that is not that simple? Anybody got any thoughts around that? Oh, I can't read your comments. I'll see if I can pick up any comments here. But there's a very good reason for people not reaching their potential. Any thoughts around what that is, guys? I'm interested and I'm curious. Fear of failing? Yeah, that's a good one, Sal. Any other comments? So people often have self-doubt, lack of self-belief, those kind of things which holds them back from doing what they want to do. But you often know exactly what you need to do. You know the actions that you often need to take. And if you don't, then you need to learn. So the action is learning what you need to learn to take the actions that you need to take. But often we know, like I know if I want to lose weight, what do I have to do? I have to go and exercise. I know what I need to do to lose weight. If I don't know what to do to lose weight, then I need to go and learn the necessary skills or cooking or exercise routines, whatever it is, to lose weight. Same with business. So you might often know what you need to do, and you're doing, you're running through your mind, I want to build my business, I want to do it on social media, I know I need to talk to some people, I know I need to post differently, brand myself and all the rest of it. But what stops you doing it? Any clues? What do you think, guys? Complacencies. Rob said we get complacent. People limit themselves. Absolutely. We often don't do the things that we know we need to do because we get comfortable, we get complacent, because most of the things that we know we need to do to get where we want to go, we don't actually want to do. That's the biggest problem. So some of the things that you need to do to get where you want to go. So let's take the lose weight example again. I know that if I want to lose weight, I have to change what I'm eating. Boring. I know I probably need to exercise. Can't be bothered. So I know what I need to do, but what stops me reaching my full potential and being the best version of me and the best version that I could look, and healthy weight and all the rest of it, is because I got to do things that I don't want to do. So what do? I don't do them. What is the only way we can overcome this? What is the only way that you can actually reach your full potential? What is the only way that you can overcome all these things that you don't want to do, but you know you need to do, but you don't feel like doing them? Any thoughts? But it's cozy in my bubble, Sal says. I know, Sal. That's why people don't meet their potential. I'm not saying you don't, Sal, but people get very comfortable and they don't like getting outside their comfort zone. They don't like doing the things that they know they need to do. So Vivi said you need a push in the butt. Absolutely. Some people need a push in the back. And that's why you have a mentor or an accountability partner or something like that, often in business or, you know, at the gym. Like, why do you think people get personal trainers? Why do you think people get mentors in the business world? Why do people think people team up, you know, and have accountability partners to have the push in the butt, like Vivi has said? That's really weird. Sorry, strange noise in the house. No desire to do it. You know, and this is what frustrates me. So Vivi's just left a comment there, no desire to do it. Everybody wants the silver lining. Everybody wants the more money. Everybody wants a successful business. Everyone wants to look fantastic. But how many people are actually willing to do the work? Most people, unfortunately, sit on their butt and complain about what they don't have, what they can't do, the money that they don't have, the actions that they can't take for one reason or another, and complain about it. So the only way that we can overcome, you know, not reaching our potential and doing these things is playing with your mind. You need to play with your mind, because you often, like the things that you need to do, you should do, that you want to do, all those things, you need, should, want, whatever, all those things are there, but more often than not, you don't feel like it, you don't want to, you're holding yourself back, you have fears of failure. Like Sal said, there's lots of reasons why you're not doing exactly what you should do. But there's no point in complaining about it, guys, or having a sense of entitlement to certain things when you don't deserve it, or, you know, complaining about what you don't have. It's not going to help you reach your full potential. Reaching your full potential means you get off your behind and you do things you don't want to do. It's the only way that you are going to reach your full potential. It's the only way you're going to be physically fit and healthy the way you want to be. It's the only way you can have a thriving business is by doing the things you don't really want to do. Some people in business, you know, they'll like growing a business online. They'll go through training. They're learning, but they're not doing anything with it. You're never going to reach your full potential unless you think differently and take the necessary actions, even though you don't feel like doing it anyway. There's no secret sauce here. I haven't got a magic wand to go, this is the answer, guys. Essentially, at the end of the day, you have to trick your brain into going, thank you. Thanks for the negative thoughts. Thanks for the reminder that it's cold outside and I don't want to go for a walk or I don't want to go for a run, but I'm going anyway. So thanks very much. Go away. I'm going anyway. Unless you can play with your mind and your thoughts and have a mentality of do it anyway, you cannot reach your full potential, because life is full of I want to do this, I should do this, I need to do this, but when it comes to the crunch, in that moment, you're going, I don't feel like it. I don't wanna. Tomorrow. Not now. It's cold, it's hot, got a headache, don't feel like it, not feeling confident today, what are they going to think of me? All these excuses come in your little head and all these little voices go, and mess with you. So the only way you can reach your full potential is to mess with it back. Are you with me? You have to take control up here, otherwise you are never going to reach your full potential. You're never going to reach your goals. You never, you know, and I'm not saying never, but you have to take control. You change your thoughts, you change your life. Simple as that. I say it most weeks when I talk about, you know, this personal development, you know, personal growth type topic. I can teach you the training to build a business on social media. I can give you tips for branding and content creation and blending your business and all that kind of stuff on social media. But if at the end of the day, you've got all this stuff going on about how you can't, you won't, you couldn't, It's hard. Life's hard. All that kind of stuff. You're never going to reach your full potential. Does this make sense, guys? Can you let me know down below if this is making sense? So fear of failure, self-doubt, belief, fear in the failure, no plan of action, limits, lack of motivation also. Complacencies, people also limit themselves, limiting beliefs. Hey Tina, how are you? No desire to do it, leave the comfort zone. Oh, but you're in your cozy bubble. I saw that. Have goals to reach. My box is lovely and warm. You get out of your box. I know that, Rob. I know I do. Hey Mary, how are you? Not everyone is willing to do it. Exactly, Rob. So I would say to you guys, if you're not willing to do it, don't complain. If you are not willing to do the work that you need to do, should be doing, have to do, and you're not willing to do it, shut your mouth and stop complaining. Sorry, blunt, but you've got no right to complain about what you're not achieving in your life when you want this and you're concentrating on, I can't, I won't, it's too cold, it's too hot, I don't have any money. Sell some stuff, work it out. If you don't have the skills that you need to get where you want to go, work it out. Look for solutions. Don't complain about your problems. It's not going to get you where you want to go. It's not going to fulfill your full potential. So trick your mind. Let your brain go there with I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, I this, I that, I blah, 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 all the complaints you've got under the sun. And say to your brain, thanks for all the negative stuff. I'm going to do it anyway. It's freezing outside. I want to lose weight. I know I want to go for a walk. Okay, it's freezing outside, but I'm going to do it anyway. Get me? Make sense? Because it's easier to blame and complain instead of using the challenges to be stronger. So true, Vivi. It is so easy for people to complain. When you complain, what happens? When you focus on the negative, what happens? Be a solution. What's the word I'm looking for? A solution seeker rather than focusing on your problems. You fall, you fear, but you don't give up and you keep fighting for what you truly want. And if you don't, then I would be questioning, how bad do you want it? Seriously, how bad do you really want it? And if you're not willing to push yourself and do things that make you uncomfortable and do things that challenge you, you don't want it bad enough. You really don't. What easy to do is also not easy to do. So true, Rob. So true. None of this stuff that I talk about in the beginning of the week to do with personal development, mindset and whatever, none of it is rocket science. I'm not telling you anything that you shouldn't already know, but who does it? Majority of the population never reach their full potential because they're not willing to do it anyway. And you would have heard me if you've listened to my personal development, mindset type topics like this before, you would have heard me say that your brain is actually wired to keep you safe. So your brain is doing exactly what it's there to do when you feel uncomfortable. When you feel the fear of failure, your brain is going, don't do it, Helen. You don't feel comfortable doing this, Helen. Back out now. So you have to train your brain and play tricks on your brain and going, I know that, but I'm worth more than that. I do want to succeed. I want to reach my goals, so I'm doing it anyway. You've got to lead with the mentality of you're going to do it anyway to truly reach your full potential. Is it easy? Yes and no. So it's easy to do and easy to say, and I can sit here and say, you know, reach your full potential and just do stuff anyway. It's not necessarily easy because you got all these thoughts in there going, don't do it, Helen, that feels uncomfortable. You feel insecure. You've got self-belief that is that I'm not worthy, or that I can never be successful because I've never been successful in the past. So why would it be any different now? You've got all this crap going on in your head that is talking you out of it. The things that scare you the most are the things that you should do. So, things like, hey Laura, how are you? I can't see comments, so that's why I'm looking down. It's like buying a book and not reading it. Absolutely, Rob. It's like buying a training course and never finishing it. Guilty. I've got plenty of books I haven't read either. Whose fault's that? My own. Like, we all do things that we have good intention with and don't follow through. But whatever you really, truly want to gain your full potential in, whether it's health and goals there, or whether it's business, whether it's making more money, or sometimes the scariest decisions are the ones that we should go for. I've made a lot of scary decisions in the last 12 months, 2 years. I've traveled a lot to America. I've invested heavily in mentorship. I've delved and put myself out online, when it's not been comfortable. But whenever I've pushed myself to do things that really scare me, there's always some kind of benefit at the end. But your brain, the things that are scariest, your brain's going, don't do it. Like, it's not safe, it's not secure. We're always looking for safe and security, aren't we, guys? That's what makes us feel, comfortable. But you don't need me to tell you that success is on the other side of fear. So you've got to do these things anyway that you don't feel comfortable in doing. You have to retrain your brain to make a change. Absolutely, Laura. And I'll never stop talking about this, guys, because unless you start executing this and taking the action, 2 things that you really need to do with information like this. Change the way you think slowly. And when you change the way you think slowly, you'll change the actions that you take. So instead of not taking any action on something in particular, you'll actually do it. You'll actually action it. But you've got to start with your thoughts first. You've got to believe that you are worth it, and you've got to take actions that you don't want to do. Otherwise, it's impossible for you to reach your full potential. Not promise tomorrow. Do what you want to do today. No excuses. I love that, Tina. Procrastination. How many of us procrastinate? We think. You think about what you should be doing and all the things that you need to be doing, but how many of us don't do them? So we spend all this time thinking and not actually taking the action. Fail forward. Who cares if you stuff up? Failure is not really failure. Failure is just ways to learn how to do it better. Okay, that didn't work the way I planned it to. So now I know how to do it better. A reminder to what we spoke last week. Life is too short, so let's not waste time making excuses. Yes, Vivi. Laura, we got to do the work. Absolutely. No one can build your business for you. No one else can make you happy. No one else can make you lose weight. No one else can make you a better version of you. No one else can stop you complaining about all these things that are going bad in your life. The only person that can change your life is you. So take responsibility for that. And if there are areas in your life that are not working, stop complaining about it. Do the action anyway, even though it feels uncomfortable. Okay? Makes sense. Absolutely. Don't say anything until you do it. Doesn't do any good to complain. Definitely. Good point, Helen. Makes sense. So what you're saying is change what's normal to you. So what you're saying is change what's normal to you. So if I'm reading your comment correctly, normal might not be good enough. So I'm not quite sure what you're meaning. So I hope I'm interpreting this the right way, Sal. But your normal is probably not pushing the limits. Your normal is probably not making yourself uncomfortable. You need to do the things that are going to make you uncomfortable. And you need to say to your brain, thank you for the negativity. I'm going to do it anyway. So if your normal is being comfortable, you need to get uncomfortable. And the rewards on the other side of that, guys. Have you ever felt like, let's take exercise, for example. You really don't want to do it. I do this all the time. I really don't want to do it. Like, you guys might know that I teach a class at the gym on a Monday morning. I teach a pump class, which is we predominantly use weights. Like, we lift bars and use hand weights and all the rest of it. And I often don't feel like doing it because it's a Monday morning. But always after the class, I feel literally pumped. Class has had a good class. We've had a good laugh. I love having fun with my class. I love doing it. I don't have time for it. Like, it's one thing that's like, oh, I really should give that up because I don't have the time. But I love doing it. And I push myself to do it because I know it's good for me. And I always feel better afterwards. So it would be very easy for me to give up the gym because I don't really have time to teach those classes. But I don't allow myself to do it because it pushes me. So I enjoy doing things that push me for my benefit. So that's, that gives me a big, big benefit. When you complain, you become a negative person, and that won't attract anyone. Your negativity rubs off and people can see it, they can feel it, even through Messenger and messages and Facebook and stuff like that. If you're a negative person, you're down on the world, or you think the world is down on you, it shines out in more ways than you ever realize. Flight or fight. Yes, Bella. I will do it later or tomorrow. Yeah. Do you know how many things I've got on my to-do list? One of them is my taxes. And it's like, and I think it's been on my to-do list for a couple of months. I've got to get it done though in the next couple of weeks. But I'm just avoiding it because I don't want to do it. And yeah, I don't really have the time to do it. But I just got to get it done. Once you do what is best for you, you will feel better. Fear, absolutely. False evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. We make up crap in our mind that we think is real and it's not actually real. So even like doing live video or things out of your comfort zone, you're like, well, what do people think of me? Or what if they're going to think that? What if they're going to think that? Nobody really cares about you as much as you think they do. So we conjure up all this stuff in our head about what people think of us. And people actually don't think about us as much as we think they think about us because they're thinking about themselves. Does that make sense, guys? So we conjure up all these things about, oh, no, I can't because, or I shouldn't because, or what are people going to think of me? Or, it's going to be too cold or, whatever it is. We make up all this stuff, which is actually false. False evidence appearing real, and it's probably not even real. So we hold ourselves back from things that don't even really even matter. Don't listen to the voice in the background. Well, we can listen to the little voice, Tina, but we don't take it on board. We go, thank you for your input. See you later. I'm doing it anyway. Like an alarm clock. How many of you set an alarm clock and get up straight away? Or how many of you set an alarm clock and hit the snooze button and just rest there a little bit longer? You know, Mel Robbins' theory, she says it changed her life for just basically doing it anyway. So, and I was listening to her only yesterday talk about exercise. If you don't know who Mel Robbins is, she's an inspirational leader in the industry for personal development. And she's the author of the book called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Do It Anyway. And she was giving this example of she hates exercise. Like, she literally used the word hate. I hate exercise. And she doesn't do anything strenuous, but she does yoga. And she really doesn't even enjoy yoga when she's actually doing the yoga. And she said she hates it when her alarm goes off. She hates the drive to yoga. She doesn't even particularly enjoying the yoga, but she loves it afterwards. So she fully admits she does the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it anyway every single day because she gets up and goes and does her yoga even though she doesn't feel like it, even though she doesn't want to get out of bed that early, even though she doesn't even enjoy the yoga when she's doing it, she feels fantastic afterwards. So it is worth it, and it's worth it for her health and her body and her mind and whatever. So we are continuously doing things that we don't necessarily want to do. Don't give in to that. Don't give in to that thought though. Just do it anyway. You'll be so much better for it. Me too on the books. I used to digest a book or two a week. Life got too busy. Yep. Unshakable. Yeah, great book by Tony Robbins, Bella. And gets into the details of what are you teaching. So thanks for that recommendation. So Unshakable. That was on one of my lists for those in the coaching community. I've got that on my list of books to read. Work on your mindset. So thanks for all your, be shared, skitless and do it anyway. Absolutely, Rob. Hey, Jacinta, how are you? I haven't got comments, so I'm looking on my backup phone here. You'll always feel better once you've done it. You can't actually reach your potential unless you overcome the things that you fear the most. It's impossible to reach your full potential unless you feel the fear and do it anyway and overcome these things that scare you the most. When you reach your full potential is when you go there and do those things. Think of failure as the teacher and you the student. I love that, Sal. That's fantastic. So yeah, failure is the teacher and you're the student. So not every time is it going to work out, but you just learn from it and move on. If you're snoozing, you're losing. Yeah, Rob, like, Mel Robbins' example. And she credits the whole change of her life and the success that she's had and the multiple millions of dollars that she makes now, with all her businesses, from starting with getting out of bed when her alarm went off and not snoozing it. So when her life was really bad, she was drinking every night, so she'd sleep in because she wasn't feeling well, and she'd always hit the snooze button. And just one morning she thought, no, I'm sick of my life. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up with intention. I'm going to get up when I don't feel like it, and I'm going to do the things that I don't really want to do, but I know that are going to make a difference. So you change the way you think. Yeah, I don't feel like it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And you do those things that you don't particularly want to do, that's when the needle moves. That's where the momentum starts. Like, building a business online. There's probably lots of things that you might be learning about, but you're not actually doing yet. Do the do. Change your thoughts and do the do, and then you've got half a chance to reach your potential. Vivi, I didn't have the clock on, but I think my time is up. I forgot the clock at the beginning of the week, but my time is up. I can tell by my watch. So does that make sense to you guys? It's not rocket science. I'm not telling you anything you wouldn't have heard before, but not enough people really take this seriously in, this mind hack. Thank you for your thoughts, but I'm doing it anyway. You've got to move through life, or I suggest... I'm not telling you what to do by any means, but if you really want to reach your full potential, I would suggest that you have a couple of thoughts in your mind to retrain your brain. One of those is, I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, I'm scared. Recognize it for what it is. I'm scared. I'm worried about what people are going to think of me. I'm fearful of failure. I don't know if financially this is going to work out. I'm scared of spending the money. Whatever it is for you, take the risk, feel the fear, do it anyway. If it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. You've learnt something, you pick yourself up, you move on in a different direction. That's where you get to your full potential. You navigate life's lessons, failures, lessons, to get where you want to go. Unless you do it anyway, how are you going to get there? You can't reach your full potential unless you push yourself to do the things that you don't want to do. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to learn. You know if you need a mentor, if you need a personal trainer, whatever it is, you often already know what you need to be doing, should be actioning, but are you actually doing it? If you're not, take the leap of faith and just do it anyway. That's the method. The biggest lesson of today's video is do it anyway. Do it anyway. Feel the fear. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Okay? Did I get that through? What am I saying? Repeat it. Put it down below. What are the key words for today? Do it anyway. Okay. I'm going anyway with or without you. Absolutely. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys, because my time is up. And I really appreciate you guys that are here on with me live listening to this message. If you're listening and you can take this in and you can action something that is scaring you, just do it anyway, then you're winning. You're moving forward and you've got potential to get where you want to go and really reach what it is that you are striving for. It's in your hands. It's not in my hands. It's not in anyone else's hands. Your life is in the palm of your hands. You choose. You choose to complain, you choose to whine, you choose to focus on the negative, or you choose to do the things that scare you, that push you forward, that you don't really feel like doing, but you make an intentional action to do it anyway. So over to you guys. I'll leave that thought with you, and I'll look forward to seeing you at the same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. Bye.